Hello, my beautiful souls. My name is Irina, and you're watching Irina Valentina Tarot. This is general tarot forecast for the week between 16th and 22nd of February 2026 for amazing Libras. So let's have a look what this week might bring you. Okay, Libras. The overall energy for you guys. What do you need to finish from last week? Your opportunities, your warnings, and the help that you might need to go through this week. Okay, the overall energy for you guys is the Three of Swords. Three of Swords, the general meaning of this card is heartbreaking, some sorrow, something that you might come across this week or might be bringing from last week. We'll have a look in a second. But for now, the general energy, overall energy for you for this week, overcoming that grief, overcoming that sorrow, because bottom of the deck is the Empress. You need to go through this experience in order to understand what is abundance, what is happiness, what is nurturing, that you can, especially for those who create things, this is gonna be like your new start point for new creation, for new energy. So it's take that week easy, take that as learning another emotion, overcoming that emotion, understanding that emotion. And sometimes we do need to let go of certain emotions, and in order to let go of those emotions, we need to understand what are we feeling, what are we going through. Is it a grief? Is it a sorrow? Is it a why? What is it due to break up, to loss, and so on? So take the time to understand yourself, to understand where those emotions coming from. And especially on this card, this beautiful card, look, we've got two different types of birds. So there might be a combination of emotions, a combination of certain experiences that putting together, having that influence of that emotion for you this week. Okay, let's see if there is anything you need to clear off from last week. You need to finish off from last week. And we've got Queen of Cups, we've got Seven of Wands, and we've got the Chariot. I don't see that you need to clear out anything from last week, finish off something from last week, unless you were expecting something from someone, especially a lady. Maybe it's your mom or your sister, your auntie, like a female figure, which is quite comforting or close to you. Maybe you were expecting something from that person, and unfortunately you either didn't get what you were expecting, or I would say that your expectations weren't met, and that's what could have contributed to this energy this week. And also for some other people, these cards might suggest to you, to remind you to stand your ground, to show to other people how determined you are, to show them your willpower, because these two cards, you've got Seven of Wands and we've got the Chariot, which is number 7 as well. And they both relate to the willpower, to showing what you're capable of, you know, who you really are, like showing not just your general face, your general mask, but also what's under that mask, what's inside you, you know, letting your true you out and showing people who you are. That's what you probably need to kind of finish off by showing the rest of the world or someone who you are in reality, what you're capable of, that you need to, you know, stand your grounds, you need to protect yourself, and you can do that. So your opportunities for this week, we've got Ace of Swords, we've got Six of Cups, and we've got Judgment. And if we continue from last week, these cards exactly showing that you need to show everyone who has hurt you or who misunderstood you, who you really are, what you really are. You need to close that chapter. You need to find the way to get your words, that your words are getting through those people. Whether it's, you know, the situation kind of, you might have think that the situation is too old, people forgot about that. No, you need to clear that up. You need to clear that up for yourself, because the card Judgment here is not just like that. It's showing you that you need to finish that situation. You need to finalize it. You need to close that chapter. And if you don't close it this week, this is your opportunity. You're gonna have that opportunity to close something this week. If you won't do it, if you won't be able to find the resolution, if you won't be able to find the right, I don't know, words, if you won't be able to turn the situation into your, that it works for you. You know, bottom of the deck, we've got Seven of Swords, and Seven of Swords talks about strategy. You need to find that strategy to close something off. And if you won't do it, this kind of situation will come around you again and again. It's like a karmic way, an option for you to actually finalize it, close it, and move on. So if you feel like something is coming up again and again, that you find in yourself in a similar situation that has been happening before, almost like deja vu, then you need to step up and finalize it, put an end to that. Find what is the lesson for you from this situation. What is there for you to find, to learn, to experience, that you can release yourself from these painful emotions, from these negative experiences. Okay, let's move to the warnings. Is there any warnings for you for this week? So we've got Justice, we've got Eight of Wands, and we've got Ten of Swords. So with these cards, you need to know, you need to feel when and how the situation is gonna go. Feel the rhythm of this week. You need to understand and feel when you can step into something and when you just need to stay aside and monitor the situation. You need to have that sense and trust that sense, for when you can, put in 5 cents. And then when you just need to listen, you just need to watch how everything will unfold. And again, be just. The card justice is telling you to use your justice. Don't make anything unlawful. Otherwise, it's not going to be, ending quite well for you. So be mindful this week to act lawfully. Make sure that you trust yourself, your inner guards, when you can step in and when you need to just step aside and watch how things unfold. And what might help you to go through this week? 2 of Pentacles, the Stars, and 3 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles is the card telling us to bring our life to balance. Prioritize things, manage things. Don't, again, talking about planning things, especially if it relates to finances. Make sure that you put money aside. You will need something for the future. And a 3 of Pentacles as well, talking about money, talking about teamwork, working whether with your colleagues, communicating with your colleagues, your team workers, also your family as well. It's your team, so you need to communicate, make the plans for the future, and manage your financial part, manage your money, manage your resources, the time management as well here, that you don't do too much overtime. You take care of yourself, you look after your health, and so on. So all these cards are talking about managing something now that you have better resources in the future, that you have, better abilities in the future. And one more card as an advice for you guys. As an advice for you, the Tower. Some changes, some sudden changes might be happening to you. And as an advice of this card, watch out. Again, as I said before, you need to be very careful this week and to make sure that you are not getting involved in certain situations where your presence, your help is not needed. So be mindful of surroundings, trust your intuition, and avoid, anything that doesn't sit well with you, doesn't look good to you, doesn't sound well. So pay attention to all the little things that might be happening, you might be seeing or feeling this week. Please don't forget to click the button like, subscribe to my channel. Leave the comment. Everything goes towards developing and growing of my channel, and I am greatly appreciated to every single one of you who is watching. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you will exchange a good karma with me by clicking the button like, subscribing, and or leaving a comment. Thank you very much once again. I wish you all the best for this week. Beautiful, 16 to 22nd of February 2026. Lots of happiness and joy, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.